Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of December 27th. We're just going to jump right in here, Scorpio. You have this wisdom card and this patience card. Pisces also had an owl card that said wisdom on it, not from this deck, but one of the from the this one right here, the tea leaf oracle. So that's interesting. I do think we're in a time of learning and education. I literally encourage people to learn as much as they possibly can right now. Because it'll just reap rewards. You have this treasure chest card. So, educating yourself, learning as much as you can about whatever you want to improve is going to be, critically important. I've literally been saying this since 2016, that we need to learn as much as we possibly can. And, I know some people think learning is boring, but, it should be, you should be learning about something you're interested in. And, you never know what it could lead to when you learn something new, when you educate yourself or when you make yourself better. So, that's that. But you have the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Death card, which is you showing up. So you're showing up in a very strong position. Whenever you show up as yourself, it kind of puts you in a position of power and strength and really allows you to get what you want from the reading. So, I definitely like to see that. I also feel that you are clearly, I feel like you see a path forward very clearly. Like going this way here, you go up to the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords sees things clearly for the first time. So, I kind of feel you see the change that you need to make in your life very, very clearly. And you have this Capricorn card that says achieve on it. So you could be seeing a path towards an achievement. You have this treasure chest card, looks really, really good. So, I think this is a positive, transformation or rebirth that you're having. You have the Ace of Pentacles, which is like a big opportunity. Again, all three water signs have had these cards of big opportunities. Here's the thing, is that you don't just find treasure on the side of the road, right? And you have the Five Wands here. I literally call the Five Wands Indiana Jones because to me, the Five Wands represents going on some crazy adventure in life, like running through a temple full of snakes or something like that to get some treasure. And so really, this reading is saying there's treasure that exists, but it's not going to just magically appear in your lap. And I've been saying for years now that you have to move a lot of dirt to get to the gold, right? So it's like, to me, this is very astrological. It shows up in the astrology. The reason I preach this stuff is because the people that do the work are going to find the treasure. If you don't, then you're not. And it's just that simple. So, people always say, you always repeat yourself. I'm like, then why haven't you been learning? Why haven't you been digging for gold? Why haven't you been looking for answers? Because now is the time, right? I don't say this for the fun of it. I don't say this because I enjoy repeating myself. I say it because I want people to do it, right? And I know how fulfilling it can be. So I would pick something I would start looking for opportunities in whatever area of your life you want to improve. It doesn't matter. Could be financial, could be your health, could be business, whatever. But I would be doing something to find opportunities. And it's just as simple as doing research, watching YouTube videos about whatever you're interested in, looking at news that based off of the things that you're interested in. I tell people don't watch the news, but we're talking about things that you're interested in, right? And that's how you start to open up the world of possibilities. When you do that, you become very successful. You have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, work hard, play hard. I feel like you've been getting this a lot with me, that you need to balance things out. So, if you're working too much, make sure you're playing, and vice versa as well. But do that both ways. Let's see here. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the King of Swords, card of wisdom. Really, he's a card of knowledge and wisdom. So I feel like you've been doing a lot of learning. You probably have been learning. You probably have been educating yourself, but I would keep going, right? And he also represents turning knowledge into wisdom, which is a little bit different, right? With turning knowledge into wisdom, it's like you learn something and then you have to put it into practice. So that's what I would do here. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Star. Yes, the star is about having a North Star, having that one thing that you aim at, that one big goal, wish, or dream. I think everybody should have a North Star right now because if there was ever a time where we could actually accomplish our North Star, it would be right now. I'm not saying, again, that it's going to be easy. You're not going to do it overnight, but if you put in the work, you will. So you will make it happen. And, that's what I would do here with the Star. It's like something is becoming possible to you, like some sort of dream. With the Death card, you have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you have the Queen of Cups twice going this way. Queen of Cups, we are in a heart-based time, so I always tell people to follow their heart, of course. I also feel that for a lot of you that this could represent, I feel maybe things, you've been in an emotional time and now you're kind of looking at things from a logical perspective. And this is not a bad thing. I want to stress that. Like, I feel like this is a good thing. I feel like maybe you've been looking at something in your life emotionally, from the emotional side, and now you're just looking at it from the logical side. You're just making sure, it's almost like you're making sure that something makes sense, right? I hope that makes sense. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this treasure chest. It says success, reaping rewards on it. You have the sandcastle. It says everything is temporary, divine timing. Yes, take advantage of any opportunities that come your way. Ace of Pentacles, right? The Ace of Pentacles is like the universe reaching out, giving you an opportunity where, yeah, there's going to be work because you have the 5 wands here, but there's also treasure at the end of whatever that work is. So you really could be attracting something great here. You have the 4 cups, Queen of Cups, and the 5 wands. Again, probably the most important card here. Go on the adventure. Yes, there's going to be competition. Yes, there's going to be work involved. Yes, you're going to have to learn. But if you do that, I feel like you're going to be very happy that you did. I feel there's definitely some rewards coming in for you. I feel like some of you could also be, it's like maybe you're thinking about doing something where there is a lot of competition, or you're not, you're not sure if there's competition or something like that. I would embrace the competition with the 5 wands. And it's not about like competition just to be in competition. This is, I would have the perspective of learning. You're doing this to educate yourself. It's that type of competition. It's like, I think there's healthy competition, of course, and then there's bad competition. We're talking about, you should be looking at this from a healthy perspective. I hope that makes sense. You have the Queen of Cups again, so definitely time to follow your heart. Someone finds you attractive here. If you want love, this is definitely a person, like an admirer or secret admirer coming in for you. And, it could be a water sign, could also be a hermit, a Virgo. You always get Virgo in my readings, and so it wouldn't surprise me. Probably someone who's older than you, with that King of Swords as well. I wonder if this person is interested or would be interested in you is what I'm getting. So you might already have your eye on a person and you're not sure if they would be interested or are interested. You have the 4 cups here. 4 cups is about past disappointments. I think this is like the challenge for all water signs, I would say, is overcoming past disappointments, or, realizing that life is not meant to be disappointing. And even though there are disappointments, right, we have to overcome those things, and needing to realize that good things can happen. But I think when you're disappointed like too many times in a row, it becomes hard to believe that anything else can happen, right? And so I feel this is like you needing to believe that good things can happen. Let's see. With the 4 cups, yes, you have the 4 cups. Like, this 4 cups is the complete opposite, by the way. This is from the White Sage Tarot, and you can see those 3 cups pouring into 1 cup. So again, I feel that you're actually attracting something here that really wants to pour into you, whether it's love or otherwise. This might be a business or work for some of you, but I feel like you're about to find something that's very fulfilling. With the Queen of Cups, you have the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands, of course, is carrying a heavy burden. And so I feel for a lot of you, maybe you have been carrying a heavy burden or heavy weights for a very long time. But also, I like the 10 of Wands because he is about to reach the village in the background, or his home that's in the background, and he's about to have a harvest. So the 10 of Wands is really a card where he planted those wands. He collected those wands, and now he's carrying them to his home so he can have a harvest. And yeah, it's been a lot of work, but that shows up here a bunch in this reading, where it's like saying, yes, 5 wands. Yes, you have to go on the adventure. Yes, you have to do the work, but doing the work is going to be worth it. What do you know? With the 5 wands, you have the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles, also a card of hard work. It's a card of diligence, kind of like one foot in front of the other. And you are a fixed sign. So, fixed signs like Taurus, is, what everybody thinks of, right? It's one foot in front of the other. It's plodding energy, just like plodding along. But eventually Taurus finds success by just kind of like plodding along, by continuing to move forward. We are in a time of Taurus, Uranus and Taurus, Jupiter and Taurus, that slow. I hate when people say this, but, slow and steady wins the race, right? Especially with all this Taurian energy. And, that's what I would be paying attention to, is like kind of like just going through the motions, doing the work on whatever you're trying to accomplish. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this Capricorn. It says achieve, so probably some sort of achievement. You have a solar comet. It says clarify. Yes, I believe this as well. I think we are in a time where we need to get down to brass tacks. We need to get down to the details. So anything that you're thinking about entering into, anything new that's coming into your life, I would really look at the fine print And I would really get down to the details here. I keep telling people as well to avoid complex situations right now. I don't have any good examples, but if you have to jump through a bunch of hoops to do something, it's probably not worth it right now. That's not always true. Of course, apply it to your own situation, but it's like especially if you're like trying to work with a person, or if you're trying to purchase something, if it's like one thing after another, I would avoid those situations, because it's like the reason really is because things can be simple. And so if there's a bunch of roadblocks, it might be a sign that you're meant to do something else, or find something else. So I kind of see that, but don't be afraid to clarify. Like if you're not sure of something right now, get the details. I think it'll be worth it. And your very first card, Queen of Swords, is all about seeing things clearly. So if you don't see something clearly, or let's say you meet a person, you have the Page of Cups here, and you're not sure, you're not clear on what they want, or what their intentions are, ask with the Queen of Swords. Get clear. It says, have the strength to stand up for yourself and to do that, right? Have the strength to ask questions and all that other good stuff. And you even have the Strength card right here. So technically, you have two cards of diligence, the Eight of Pentacles and the Strength card. The Strength card is kind of a card of diligence because she has to, she has to display her strength every single day. She's getting that lion to submit to her, but it's like something she has to work on every single day. So I really feel that for a lot of you. You have the Page of Cups here. Page of Cups could be like a new love offer. I do feel there's like new love coming in here. Could be a water sign or an earth sign is what I feel. Could be any sign, general reading. I do feel like this would be a very successful connection. Could be someone like Leo too, or a person who has Leo in their chart or something. But I feel this would be a very successful connection. I feel like saying this person is much more mature than you think. Like this person, I don't know, gives me the vibes here. It's weird. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. I do not like the King and Queen of Swords together, but I almost feel this is actually good. Again, I read intuitively, so not everything is set in stone as far as I'm concerned in tarot. And, energetically, I feel like this could be a good connection. I feel it's perspective is what's going on here. Maybe you see this person, maybe they have a baby face, or maybe they just come off immature kind of, but not like in a bad way, but really I feel like they're very mature. So, again, it's almost like one of those things where didn't I say this to you in your last reading? I'm pretty sure I did. I'm like getting here that you should give this person a chance. Not telling you what to do. Of course, if you don't want to, don't do it, right? People always like come at me and they're like, "Oh, how dare you say I have to date this person?" I'm like, I don't care. But what I would say is it's like it would be kind of worth it, is what I'm saying. So if you want love, I would go for it. You have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is moving on to calmer shores. It's a card of improvements. A lot of improvements right now. You also have two sixes right here. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I love two sixes. To me, two sixes is like confirmation for your path. It just says that you're moving in the right direction. So if you are thinking of letting go of something or moving on from something, or going through a transition, they're kind of transitioning from choppy waters to calmer shores. That's what the card represents, and they're being guided towards something new. The guy in the back of the boat, he represents a guide. So you could be feeling like you are being guided towards something new. And, let's see. With the Queen of Swords, you have the Emperor. Yes, I'm telling you right now, I feel you're attracting an Emperor type person. Again, it doesn't matter what gender you are. It could be your Emperor, your Empress. Take it how it resonates. But it's almost like, it's almost like you need to see it with that Queen of Swords. Or it's almost like just clarifying it will be the thing that really kind of, makes you sure that you're attracting an Emperor into your life. Just plain and simple. With the Page of Cups, you have the Judgment card here. Yeah, it's like you're waking up to maybe a person's energy. Maybe a person's been in your energy. Maybe it's like a friend or someone that you know. And it's like you're waking up to it with the Judgment card. And so, yeah, I just feel this could be like a light bulb moment. This could also be a person who's finally waking up to you. They could be, maybe they're the one that doesn't see it, but now they do. So, I kind of get this wake-up call type vibe. With the Six of Swords, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, card of independence, really good for abundance. I feel it is a very abundant time for water signs, but again, I want to stress that you have to put the work in to get that abundance. The Nine of Pentacles is very specific, She has grapes behind her, and grapes in the tarot represent having a specific skill. So it's like if you have a skill, that's where you could be making extra money, especially if you're not using it. If you don't have a skill, guess what? You're human. You can learn new skills. I get comments all the time that people are like, that say like, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I'm like, okay, so you're a dog now? You're not a human? because last time I checked, you were a person. I don't think dogs can leave comments on my channel. So I don't care how old you are. I could give you 600,000 examples of people who are old that have done things with their lives at an old age, whatever the hell that means, right? And so what I would say here is it doesn't matter how old, how dumb you think you are or whatever. Trust me, like I always say, I fell on my head when I was 10 years old. I don't think people realize, like, I'm slow, right? I think people think I'm smart, but I'm not. And I don't even say this to joke, right? I started failing school, like after I fell on my head and I had a traumatic brain injury, I started failing school after that, and that was it, right? And so now, like, I have to read things 20 times. I can barely read. Most of the time I just listen to Audible, right? Because I just can't read in the first place, basically. So, what I would say here is it's like, if I can do it, you can do it. Trust me. Next, in the area of the good stuff, doesn't matter what shows up here. It's going to be good no matter what. You have this entertainer card. It says, your charm and influence will help you get ahead. There you go. It says, musician, showgirl, man, dancer, host, or any type of entertainment. If you're thinking about getting into entertainment, there you go. See the good in what you call bad. Nothing in your suffering is meaningless. I always say one of my favorite quotes of all time is from Eric Thomas. He says, at the end of pain is success. So make sure to get your gold. I think too many people go through something and they don't get something for what they went through. It's like, I always tell people, like, don't just go through something painful and get nothing for it. But again, this is showing up in the good stuff. So you might be getting something here for your strength. You have the strength card, the Six of Wands, and the Hermit. Even the Hermit can kind of represent the same thing. But the strength card, she is taming that lion. That lion is submitting to her. And like I said, it kind of represents her inner critic, her inner voice, her inner demons, whatever you want to call it. And it is submitting to her. So she is, kind of working with the energy. And that's what I feel like you could be doing. It's like you could be getting your inner critic to submit to you with this energy. You have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of a victory and success. It is a card of like conquering something as well. Again, you have the Five of Wands, and then you go to the Six of Wands, which is telling me that if you are going on this adventure where you're maybe facing competition or you're learning something new, I feel like you are going to come out victorious and you are going to have success. You have the Hermit. The Hermit is about shining your inner light. I think that water signs, I literally said this, and someone left a comment where they said, why, I can't remember exactly what they said, so sorry if I'm misquoting you, but they said something about, like, why is it that water signs are, why are they meant to be an example right now, or something like that, right? And you have the Star and the Judgment card here, literally meant to shine your inner light. And what I said to that person is that, water signs have basically been through what everybody is about to go through. So it's like your job is to be an example to other people. You've already been through the hard stuff. That's like the blessing for water signs. You've already been through like the hard lessons. And now it's time for you to be an example for people who are about to go through it. I personally believe, and I kind of see this in the astrology, I think water signs are meant to show people the way out. It's like you went through a very difficult time past like 8 to 10 years, maybe since like 2012, right? 10 years or so. And so you went through a very difficult time. Now you're coming out of it, or you need to. Again, sometimes I feel with the Hermit, we can get a little bit too stuck in that zone and it's totally understandable because, again, Four of Cups, when you have too many disappointments, you just think your life is going to be a disappointment. But as someone who's had a lot of disappointments, I can tell you, eventually you find a way out, right? And so it's like you're finding your way out, and now it's time to be a living example. It's like by doing that, you're working with the energy, and again, you will receive positive karma for showing people a way out. With the Strength card, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Yes, you're getting your rewards. Ten of Pentacles is amazing. Really good money cards here, so love it. With the Six of Wands, you have the Queen of Pentacles. I thought for some reason I thought you had another Pentacle card. I guess not. I'm making that up. But, well, you have the Ace of Pentacles, but still, I thought you had a Person Pentacle card. This is a card of resourcefulness, and it's also a card of increasing your resources. So definitely could be increasing your resources. What do you know? With the Hermit, you have the Tower. All three water signs had the Tower. What's even crazier is both you and Cancer had Judgment in the Tower. The Judgment card to the Tower card is a major revelation. It represents like a major wake-up call. It is showing up in the good stuff for you, which is great. So that tells me that you could be healing from a Tower moment, but or you could be having a major wake-up call that is going to lead to something positive. You have this Tinker card. It says celebration, fun, and enjoyment. I would do as much as you can to bring more of this stuff into your life. I like literally beg people to do this right now. It's like I think everybody can see the direction the world is going in, right? Doesn't look good to me. So, I think this is all I would focus on. Fun, joy, love, bringing more of that into the world. And believe it or not, that's controversial nowadays. Like, I've been roasted on Twitter now because I said that, right? Which I don't understand. Like, how dare you say bring more love into the world? Like, as if that's a bad thing, right? But there you go. You have this light card. It says stepping into new experiences. Yeah, Judgment, Tower, definitely I would embrace those new experiences. I think we all need to embrace newness. There's too much innovative energy. Uranus and Taurus, Pluto going into Aquarius officially next year in November, right? It's going to retrograde back into Capricorn. It's going to move forward again. But, right now it's moving forward again, but it's going to retrograde again. So, I get it. But still, with all that Aquarian energy, I would definitely be, I do at least one new thing every single day. It's like literally one of my rules. You have the Sunrise card. It says new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Yes, everything I just said. That's where success is. You have this key. It says successful outcome to a problem. So if you are having any issues, this is very successful. And you have the spread, period of prosperity and abundance. Damn. Scorpio, one of the better readings I've done for you in a while. So love it. Thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.